All right, I'm going to try to go over this as quickly and as best as I can. To start off, if you ever want to practice this, you just need to go into your developer menu, head over to Space Station Playroom, and then First Portal Platform. That will bring you to this particular checkpoint. If you don't have the dev menu, all you need to do is right-click on your game, go to Properties, and under Launch, here it is, Launch Options, just do Dash Dev Menu. It's similar in Origin, just a little bit different, but I'm assuming most of you have the game on Steam. Once you're in game, May doesn't have to do much here, so I'm just going to put May in the general spot that she needs to go to. So she'll go across. She will just jump up in onto this plastic here and then walk into the corner. This will give the lineup that we can use Find a Partner for Cody afterwards to get the position. Cody will go down and ground pound onto this ledge just to be a little bit faster. And we'll do the first glitch in this thing, which is basically what allows you to stay small inside of the gravity field. If you grow, walk into the field and bump into something, so this pillar is what we're bumping into, Cody will basically go, oh, I can't actually grow to full size, let me go back to small. And that's basically how we confuse the game into letting us be small in this gravity field. This means that we're able to do it like basically anywhere else as well. So like down here, so long as I bump into this wall as I walk into it, I can get it down here as well. So if you ever fail landing on this ledge, don't worry about climbing all the way back here and doing it in this particular spot. So you can see May is over there. This is the ledge that I would have ground pounded on right here. No, I fell. Okay. Make a save state just for practice purposes. You do it here, and then this is the corner that you want to walk into. You're going to lodge yourself in this corner, and as you can see, May is like in this opposite like diagonal corner from me. Now that I've lodged myself in this corner, I'm not going to hold any more directions. You can see on my input display. I'm just going to push jump until I get to about this particular notch in the wall here. There's a couple different rules of thought for this particular trick, but the general idea is that you want to go far and low. The higher you go, the longer you'll have to ground pound for, but the higher you go, the safer that you'll be able to do this trick. Next, you're going to want to make sure that you're also on detail level high. This will make the button and the light that we use to line up the trick visible from a further distance. If you're on anything especially low, they're basically impossible unless you're right next to them. So having it on high is pretty important for this, or at least on medium. If you don't want to run with high on, most people don't run with high detail level the entire run. They simply turn it on during a restart from checkpoint, because you can just do it in the load, and then you turn it down after you hit the trick. So you would turn your detail up to the high. I'm going to be holding Find a Partner. For me, I've changed it from middle mouse button, so it's by default on middle mouse. I've moved it to Alt, because you really don't want to accidentally move your camera after you've locked. So just to do this, I can like literally lift my mouse off my keyboard and not have to, or off my desk, sorry, and not have to worry about my camera changing. From here, with this particular position, you want to hold forward for like a fraction of a second and then hold jump after that. So forward jump, you'll bump onto the ledge and you'll dodge a death plane. And then we're going to be looking for a blue light and a white button, these two right here. So I'm going to quickly pause and bring up this sketch or photo I took earlier. But basically the premise of this and how we normally do it is if you were to draw a line between the two, I try to land like in this general area of the thing. So maybe a little bit below the light and like in line with the thing. So like this is where the blue light is, and then just like in this general section of the line is usually where you can land. You're going to get a particular camera when you land here, and that's why we try to land here specifically. A little bit of messing around on your part and paying attention to what your camera looks like is what's going to be the most important in learning this trick. So I'm way too far to the left right now, so I'll land right about here. You can see my camera pointed this particular direction, and what we're going to do to get the trick now is I'm going to tap forward so that I'm facing forward. I'm going to grow, and then I'm going to dash. I will die, and ideally I would have got the CP. I think I already got the CP earlier in this section, or actually I didn't even get it at all, maybe. Let's see. I think, did I get the CP already? Weird. I might already have the CP and I just didn't realize, but you'll spawn down here. And then as soon as you get the CP, you would restart from checkpoint. And then in here is where you would turn your detail level back down, and you would be here. So I will quickly show that off again. So if we go to First Portal Platform, we will put May into the spot that she will stand in normally. So just over here. Cody will then come down, ground pound on this ledge to be a little bit faster. Shrink, go over here, grow, and then go into this corner. You want to be careful because this corner can be a little finicky sometimes. Also, something I'll quickly point out, if I look at May here, and then I think I have a volume saw key, you can see that is the UFO up there. So if you ever want to mess around and kind of figure out where stuff is, that is particularly where the UFO is. You can also see everything else in this area, like that. These are all the other portals that just are loaded in. They just don't have like texture, so we can't see them. But basically, and then that's the death plane that we're dodging, by the way. If you're ever dying, you can turn on volumes and kind of figure out why you're dying as well. But those are the death planes that we end up dodging. So I'm going to hold look at partner. I'm going to tap forward, push jump. A good way to know if you have the right angle is if whether you like went directly underneath May's feet, by the way, because you might fly a little bit further left or for right, depending on where you go. If you want to be super safe, you can slow fall like this. I clearly went too far, so I'm just slow falling, tap forward, grow, and then dash. I die, and again, I landed here, but I didn't see the save. Maybe because I'm using dev menu, it's just being a little bit weird. But if you spawn here, you almost guaranteed got the save, so I'm assuming if I RCP, I'm just going to end up where I'm supposed to be. Yeah, I'm supposed to be here. So that's basically how to do the trick. One last thing that I didn't mention that I will quickly mention is you want to make sure you look at you press find a partner for a long enough period of time. Because if you notice, if I tap find a partner, I'm not directly looking at May, but if I hold find a partner, I will eventually center on May. So if you ever find yourself flying too far left or too far right of the UFO, then it's usually because you didn't hold this for too long. The other thing that you might have noticed is that as soon as I flew underneath May, I let go of all directions because basically we're already flying in the correct direction and all I need to really do is like look for the stuff. So pay attention to my input display if you're ever curious about why you might potentially missing something, and that might help you as well. And yeah, best of luck. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask them in Discord, and hopefully we'll be able to help you, and hopefully this video helped as well.